Okay. I just woke up. I was woken up actually. Tomorrow's truck day, so it's the day when they do the most. I'm not complaining though. I had went to sleep and took a nap earlier, and then I just decided to lay down and take another nap. But what I want to make a quick video on, and I'm trying to get all of this out because they are annoying as hell. They tortured me when I was in middle school to high school and into my adulthood. I think I've already explained that in another video. But for the kids that did not make it, for those kids that were murdered because they didn't just unalive themselves, they were being hit with electromagnetic frequencies via MK Ultra to make them depressed enough to kill themselves, unalive themselves. So those kids were murdered. All across the United States, suicide is basically at an all-time high. A lot of people globally, it's a problem. A lot of people are killing themselves. Why? These people make money, including my family. I didn't know, but this is the whole system. Basically, I would call it a satanic cult. Well, it is a satanic cult, but it's also a satanic system. You got the human part of it where they make the money, and then you got the spiritual part of it where they complete the rituals. So the family makes the sacrifice unalives themselves for entertainment purposes, whatever. And then the human aspect is where these three-letter organizations and the cults make their money. When I was in high school, there were a few people that there was one who was murdered, and there was another who committed suicide. But in Tallahassee, there was a lot of people that were committing suicides and getting murdered because of some deep state, dark world, whatever. My whole point is, we as targeted individuals, we think about us and what we're going through and how we're going through it. As adults, all I see is adults, but there are kids like myself who didn't discover that I was a targeted individual until the age of 28, and I'm 29 now. So I survived through their V2K for 1 year knowing that I was a target individual. They hate my videos, they hate my products, they hate my armor, they hate me. I feel like if you're not gang stalked, and I'm moving into a different subject, if you're not gang stalked, if you're not getting V2K, and if you're not getting the torture, then you must not be doing something right. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of their cults. I'm not a fan of the government. I'm not a fan of these three-letter organizations. I'm not a fan of their lower level officers. I'm not a fan of them because they unalive teenagers for profit. They unalive adult targeted individuals for profit as well. They do this so that they make money, but it's not all about the money. It's also about them basically spitting in the face of God, because the more I look into certain targeted individuals, the more I find that they are extremely spiritual. Through the V2K, I've heard of there are some satanic targeted individuals or atheist targeted individuals, those are the ones that they get tortured, but they are compliant. It's the ones that side with God that are the most difficult to control. Probably because we don't play that BS. And that's how it should be. You need someone to fight back. You need someone to tell the truth. You need someone to create a product to protect the skin. You need someone to create armor to also protect the body, the skin, and internal organs to prevent their surgeries and their frequencies from getting through. You need that. I'm doing this for those kids that are being forced to unalive themselves because the 3-letter organizations are setting up gang stalking for teenagers, gang stalking for children at a young age based off of their mindset. Now, this is going to sound complicated. It's probably going to sound far-fetched. It's definitely not a conspiracy because there's something in me. There was always something in me. They tried to blame the V2K on situations that happened in Orlando when I was 27. That's not the case. I've been receiving electromagnetic frequencies, voice-to-skull technology my whole life. I've been feeling them torture me my whole life. I've been hearing the voice-to-skull technology my whole life, thinking that, you know, it was God or it was spirituality or it was somebody, you know, calling my name. No, it was those 3-letter organizations altering my DNA and slow killing me from childhood, and then trying to convince me to unalive myself so that my parents could live a great life. That's okay. It is what it is. My point is, they, from birth to death, something is implanted in everyone. And this is where the far-fetched part, the theory part comes in. Something is placed in everyone, and I'm pretty sure it's attached to the social security number, to where, boom, that's your chip. That's your chip from birth. Okay, there's your number. There's your identification number. I'm like, how do they know this is mine? I'm thinking it's a fingerprint, it's a something. No, it's what they have in my body to control me. They evaluate your thought process from childhood. I'm talking about as a toddler growing up. They evaluate your thought process. They look at you. Are you going to be the rebel? Are you going to be the one that fight back? And then they talk about destiny swapping, but really they try to control your path, your walk, which direction you take. So you really want to be good, but they need to perpetuate a narrative, so they're going to push you in the opposite direction. I was never that person. They were able, I remember a lot of instances where they were able to manipulate me. And just out of curiosity, I would do the craziest things and I wouldn't think twice about it. And then there was some instances where I was like, I know this is wrong. I know damn sure this is wrong. And I would fix that situation and I would call the police or I would do the right thing, whatever. But that's not. If you don't know that you're being mind controlled, you can't truly know what choice is yours and what choice is theirs. If someone compromises your autonomy in any way, shape, or form, and you do something wrong, it's not your fault. But forcing teens and children to unalive themselves, I want that to be a stain on America, because I'm going through this situation right now because I didn't unalive myself in high school or middle school. And well into adulthood, I still kept having hope because I felt this hope. I felt this hope in my spirit that everything was going to be okay. I felt like I was comforted. That's where the spirituality kicks in. That's where God kicks in. He was there for me my whole entire life. So when people say that they've been through hell and they know God is real, they've been through hell and they know God is real. This satanic cult will not prosper against good people, and in the end they will suffer, so don't worry about it. All we have to do is tell the story. And I understand on a completely separate note, a lot of people don't have armor, a lot of people don't have creams or products. They don't have protection. They don't even have the knowledge to create the protection. They don't. So they get tortured if they upload a video. Me, I can sit in front of this camera all day long. I can make video. I can upload a video. The only thing they can do, they could send gang stalkers in my store to steal everything. They could sit here and send my district manager to the store to sit here and try to make me feel uncomfortable. And I'm going to sit right there and talk in her face. They could sit here and have certain trucks overloaded. They could sit here and overload my back room. The damn work's going to get done. Whatever you got to do to get the information out, put a damn ice pack on your head, wear a copper bracelet, take whatever medication you need to take. You need to tell your story. You have to tell your story, otherwise nothing's going to get done. And they feel like they are in a position of supreme power to where they can't be touched. If that was the truth, they wouldn't be on V2K. They wouldn't be making shady backdoor deals with the companies that you work for. They wouldn't be sitting here paying people covertly to harass you. They would be loud and proud. It would be just everywhere. They wouldn't be on V2K. They wouldn't be inside here. They would be out here. You would hear them. They just feel like they want to say it's a way to take your peace, but you don't take my peace. I go to sleep just fine. I work just fine. I get my work done. All you do is sit there and talk and try to belittle me. That's it. Tell your story despite everything they have going on. Because what would have happened if I had unalived myself? I have not seen any videos on how to protect from this system. I haven't seen any videos about anyone making a skincare product to where your skin don't burn. I haven't seen anyone telling anyone how to create homemade remedy medications. And I'm not talking about, oh, you drank a whole bunch of grapefruit, ginger, onions, and you put it in a jar and then you drink that and you never feel sick again. I'm talking about a real medicine that goes into your system, does not like bacteria, so you can never get sick again, and it also heals the nervous system. I have not seen anyone say or do anything like that in this torture program that they have going on. If I was not here right now, I wouldn't be able to sit here and tell people that there is hope. So we have to share these videos and we have to share this information, because you don't know that the next teenage person that they're trying to unalive might be the next person to sit here and effortlessly figure out how to completely and totally destroy their system. That was the whole point of this video. The next generation that come after us might be the generation that actually destroys this system, to where people like me don't have to suffer their whole life from start to finish. Every single day, tortured and tormented just for being born into the wrong or worse family. Their weakness saddens me. Their choices saddens me. And the thing is, there is no closure because they can't even talk about the things that they've done. I've heard from my mother, the truth hurts too much. I never wanted to stay in the ghetto. I didn't want to stay in the ghetto forever. This is why she made her choices. But your choices affected my life, and I didn't deserve that. So now my choices and my knowledge is going to affect your life. And it's going to affect the government's life. It's going to affect their satanic cult. And all of this information that I'm sharing is going to affect the whole damn system. Me not getting hit by frequencies right now, their electromagnetic propulsion, whatever, that can't get through right now, their radiation that can't burn my skin right now, that's the story that needs to be told. And that's why I'm making these videos. That's it.